Hello Jacksons, you're welcome back to the channel. Now it is later in the night and I'm trying my best not to sound all loud and shit. And then the fact that tonight it has been a whole kind of full night. And what I mean is this housemate, obviously, the housemates were up for eviction. There's Doing, there's Ilebaye, there's Venita, there's Whitemoney, and then there's Kim Oprah. Obviously, Kim Oprah is going to leave the one or two of these other housemates. So you better vote so your favorite doesn't get evicted. Now, of course, in this particular video, I'm going to let you in on the fact that these housemates are now scheming, conniving, plotting, and then we can see jealousy at its peak and a whole lot of other things happening. So of course, if you're new to this channel, make sure you watch this video till the end, and don't forget to share your comments down below, give this video a thumbs up, and also share this video so that more people can get to see. Also, I do not attach Big Brother content to my videos. Thank you. Now let's start from this point. We noticed how what's her name, Angel, had to go to the blue room to connive and relate with Ilebaye just to cause chaos. They want to put asunder what Big Brother has put together. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Angel just wants to find Venita's mouth, because at this point I don't understand where she got that plot, but we like it. So Angel went to go and talk to Ilebaye that she was going to write a love letter and make it look like it is from Ceec, and this love letter will be directed to what's his name, Adekunle, and then he's going to plant it in Adekunle's locker, and hopefully Venita gets to see it before he does, or when he sees it, Venita also sees it, and then he would read it, and they will see what will happen from there. And I will say I am in on this plan, sorry. Because at this point, what did you end up doing? It might cause what's her name, Venita, to distrust Adekunle more, or probably be more jealous and more overprotective, that she would lose sight of her game in the show. That's if she doesn't get to leave on Sunday. Maybe this is to even instigate her to get into a fight with Ceec, but who knows. Angel went on to read out the letter, and I mean that letter was quite interesting. Now, according to what she wrote in the letter, she was like, I always wanted to be with you. I'd always liked you from the first time we stepped into the house, but I've not been able to, or because of who. But I know it might be too late, but this is just me letting you know. And I'm like, She went on to carry Ceec's perfume, the one that probably Ceec uses the most, to sprinkle and spray all over it. And I'm like, what the hell? That is really, really crazy. God. Now, on the flip side, we notice how Cross, Neil, and Somatina are plotting and planning on a way to cause chaos in the house, especially amongst the ladies, although this plan is for everybody. Now, according to them, from Neil's perspective, the house has been so quiet and it's about to get down. If they do not protect themselves, then they might be on the losing side. Of course, Cross concurred and agreed with that fact and said that, they need to start from the point of finding out ladies who are, having issues against each other or are trying to play safe when they obviously have unresolved issues, and then, get them to get into it one way or the other. Now, I feel these guys are either working to see that some people get disqualified, or will be put up for eviction because of their bad attitude. However way it is, I actually like it. Now, of course, Neil left the both of them, and here was Cross trying to encourage or tell Somadina that he needs to be very smart with Angel. Now, according to him, Angel is one of the smartest 23-year-old young girls he has ever met in his life. Why? Because she has a strong energy. She's smart. She knows what she's doing. And if Somadina does not either match or surpass her energy or play the fool, then he's going to be on the losing side. And that is how to handle such a lady. He went on to tell Somadina that, you know what, I'm going to talk to you about it more later, but for now, let's just chill and have a good time. I'm like, okay. Now, is it only me that feels that, it's either he's plotting to cause us to separate, or is Cross coming off as someone who really does not know a lot of things, like he's not quite intelligent per se? Because this is the same lines he was using towards Ilebaye and about Ilebaye. Like, people are just being themselves. What's so smart about it? Is it just me, or have we noticed that these housemates have probably been doing a lot of things behind the scenes that Big Brother franchise and the team are not showing us? Because obviously, if they do, it's going to rank in as, adult content. Now, this can be seen in the fact that, Adekunle, Pere, and one other guy, I think it's Cross or somebody, they were having a conversation in the garden, and they were talking about how they don't like it with, protection. They like it raw. And if somebody, Adekunle was of the opinion that if you tease him too much, he's just going to go in deep and slam that shit. I'm like, okay. And this he replicated when they were in the dressing room with Venita, and then they were having random conversations, and he was talking about not liking protection. And then she was like, you're going to spill a lot. I'm like, madam. She went on to say, I'm tired of what you've been giving. It's only been head action. I want the real deal. And he said he does not like protections. Now they were now going out, and then she spanked him or, hit his bum. And then he was like, you're going to make me spill. Could come last, you could just spill everywhere. I'm like, Because you guys remember, the housemates have been complaining about something. They are all claiming that nothing is happening in the house, but then they've been spending or finding or collecting a lot of protections. Yes. But anyways, I'm not going to talk too much about that. Now, talking about rivalries and plotting, we saw that later this night in the Blue Room, what's her name? Ceec and Ceec were having a conversation, and it was coming off as jealousy, jealousy mostly, and a way to plot on something to do. Now, they started that conversation by talking about how Doyin has been very vocal lately, in that, they're not going to even stress themselves, or Doyin should do whatever she wants to do. But the truth is, for the fact that Doyin was referring to Venita earlier today, if the both of them go into a fight or a shouting match, Doyin was no match for Venita. According to them, Venita is way too strong, and Venita is way too vile and nasty when she comes to talking. And here was Sissy saying that's the only person she's afraid, or she has made sure she wants to avoid when it comes to having vocal and mouth fights and stuff. I'm like, okay, so you're afraid of somebody. You have somebody who you think is your match and even way more. Now that conversation moved on to them talking about how Kim Oprah is the biggest girl in the house. She has men flocking around her. Look at two guys fighting over her. There is Cross, and then there is Pere. The fact that the two of them are even acting dumb and childish around her, like, she's a puppet master stuff. I'm like, excuse you, girl. If you think you can play with the game of beauty, go and also show yourself. Let's see if you can amass a number of men for yourself. Because that's all it's giving. Jealousy at its peak. I wanted to talk or say something about this Alex on Whitemoney stuff this night, but I don't want to say a lot before YouTube will limit this video, so I'll just leave it for those who actually watched it and know what happened. Anyways, guys, from like over 20 people to about 13 at the moment, if I'm not mistaken. The show is really coming to an end, and if you know what's good for your favorites, go out there, get to the website, go to your IUC on the app or DSTV and GoTV and vote for your fave to keep being in the show. By Thursday, voting is going to end. Now, of course, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell button beside for notification on every post I make. Don't forget to share comments down below, and also share this video so the more people can get to see. And I'll see you on the next one.